Carlos.
Hi, I'm Aaron,
And I'm Kaylin.
and
We're
we're the
the
Dream
Dream
Team.
Team.
So, some things we'd like to see from candidates applying for the worship chair position are people that are passionate and knowledgeable about contemporary and traditional worship music and practices. So, maybe one or the other, or maybe you dabble in both.
Yeah, and along with that, it's really important that you're respectful of all backgrounds and what people are coming into with previous knowledge and worship practices themselves within the community, and really understanding and just embracing the liturgy and the work and the life of the church as a whole.
Yeah. And another thing is you really need to be passionate and love communion. If we're going to have special communion some weeks, maybe somebody that's preaching, one of the interns or a student, and they want something special for communion with music, you need to just love and appreciate everything that you do with communion.
Yeah, and also it's really important that you have a willingness to learn and to be humble, despite what we may put off. Being worship co-chair or worship chair is not the most glamorous job. I mean, we love it obviously, but it's really important to have humility.
Yeah, and you need to be dedicated to the vision of worship you set forth at the beginning of the year. You're working as a group with probably an intern and Amanda and maybe some other people you get on your committee. So you really need to be dedicated to what you set out to make worship for people. You need to have a goal in mind and you need to be dedicated to bringing that about.
Yeah, along with this, it means really being flexible, giving your time commitment. It's probably one of the most time-consuming positions on design team, to be perfectly honest. And be willing to use different means of technology, using all the sound equipment and stuff with the praise band.
Yeah, and you need to understand that you're creating a worship experience not just for yourself and not for your own spiritual needs, but for everyone's spiritual needs in the community. And we've got a diverse blend of people here, so that might take different forms as you get to know people better or you get feedback. So you just need to understand that it's for everyone, and that when you do that, it makes the job really easy.
Yeah. If you choose to make your position kind of coincide with leading the praise band, you really need to be confident in leading the praise band and really just being, other than the interns and Amanda, being another one of the faces and leaders within an actual worship service.
Yeah, and doing all of this can be hectic, so don't be afraid to ask for help. We got a lot of help this year from Ben Jepson and Octopus Rex. So you don't need to be afraid to ask for help because people love to help and people love to lead by example. So don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yeah, this community really thrives the best when we're all working together. So definitely get as many people involved in the process of worship because it'll make it that much more fulfilling for the community.
Yeah, and one thing that I've learned from Kaylin especially is that you really just like be humble, but you can be a diva too. Like it can work, and try to expand your wardrobe of flannel. People love flannel. They like to see that on people that are leading worship. So I think that's all from me.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this, and we hope that you'll prayerfully consider applying to be part of the worship experience next year. If you have any questions, email us, send us a message on Facebook, tweet on us if that's okay. And yeah, thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Emily, and I'm the spiritual growth chair this year at Wesley. I hope you'll consider applying for this position. It is a wonderful position, and I've really enjoyed it. Um, if you are interested in applying, you should be invested in the spiritual aspects of Wesley, um, be able to talk to people, and open to praying for others, as well as having organization skills is good. They're important in planning retreats and coordinating devotions, small groups, and the rides to retreats. Working with interns and Amanda is also important in making sure that the spiritual goals of Wesley are being met. Your main responsibilities as spiritual growth chair include planning the small groups, retreats, Advent and Lent devos, and praying for the community as a whole. The class retreats and the fall and spring retreats are also as part of that. They are our big thing, I guess, spiritually at Wesley. We basically just being on top of that and planning ahead where the location is going to be, like beach for the fall retreat and the mountains for the spring, and having a meeting ahead of time to plan who's going to do devos and work with the music team to see who's going to be playing worship for those devos. Um, it's just a good, awesome time. So it's fun to plan, but it's a lot of work. So just make sure you're planning way in advance. And for the small groups, having a small group training meeting, leader training meeting is very helpful to the leaders and yourself as a spiritual growth chair because you can figure out who's going to talk about what in their small group and have the most people involved and reach out to different people with different types of small groups. This year has been really exciting with all the new small groups we've had. Um, so I hope you will consider applying, and I'm excited to see Wesley grow spiritually next year. If you have any questions or concerns or really excited about it, come talk to me, and I'll be happy to talk with you. Thanks. Bye.